Oh yeah, the Macho Man here, telling you to subscribe today to Adam Mentality World so you can be the cream of the crop, just like me and Miss Elizabeth.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Adam Mentality World. Thank you for joining me today. This is a little piece of heaven I like to call Adam Mentality World, and what we're going to do is a predictions video. If you've never seen one of these, this is how it goes. We've got WrestleMania 34 this Sunday. We got 15 matches. It's going to be 7 hours long. Oh my gosh, that's more time than I get to sleep most nights. It's going to be a long one. I couldn't imagine being there in New Orleans this year, sitting there for 7 hours waiting for this to be over. Oh man, I'm glad I'm not going this year. Anyway, we are going to talk about the matches. I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen, some of what I want to happen, and you can do the same down below in the comments. I'm going to have all 15 matches listed down below. You just go down and say who you think is going to win. If you've never done this before, basically you get a point for whoever gets the W. Doesn't matter how they win. If they win by disqualification, tap out, pin, submission, blah, blah, blah. That's how you get a point. So, let's get into it. Match number 1 is for the Cruiserweight Championship. It is Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. If you know anything about me, you know I don't really care about the Cruiserweights ever since Mr. Enzo Amore left. Unceremoniously, I might add. I'm just going to take a shot in the dark. Cedric Alexander. I know he was kind of big at one point in time, and maybe he's still big now. Who knows? Let's find out on Sunday. Match number 2, it is the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. As you all know, this is huge, huge, huge if you win this. Wrong. This means nothing. Adam Mentality World could win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and that would mean nothing for my career, except by the fact that I work for WWE. It means nothing. You just go. This is for people who don't have an actual match and they like need to get a payday. It's like, all right, let's get this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. All these guys put in a ring. They wrestle for like 10, 15 minutes, and it's over, and they all get paychecks, which is good. I don't disagree with that, and I always love battle royals. The point is, this means nothing. It just their bank account goes up a little bit for being at WrestleMania. I heard the Big Cass is getting healthier. It might be healthy, might be cleared. So I'm just going to say he returns and wins it. He's a big dude. Match number 3 is for we'll just go with the Women's Battle Royal. It was formerly known as the Fabulous Moolah one. And then there was an uproar from the fans because apparently Fabulous Moolah was not too fabulous. We got a list of different females there. I know that Sasha and Bayley have a rivalry right now, so I think they're going to clear out most of the women in the match, and it's going to come down to Sasha and Bayley, and they're going to have their WrestleMania battle back and forth for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then eventually Sasha's going to win because that's just what I think. Match number 4, it is for this beautiful belt, the Intercontinental Championship, the current champion, The Miz, versus Finn Balor and Seth freaking Rollins. I'm a fan of all 3 of these guys, to be honest with you. I think they're all good in their own terms. Seth is freaking awesome. Finn is freaking awesome. Miz is freaking awesome. There's a little bit of controversy because everybody knows the Miz's baby was coming, but she came early. That's what he said. Sorry about that. I'm going to go with Finn Balor gets his WrestleMania moment. I mean, Seth Rollins, he has his moment from when he cashed in at 31 and saved WrestleMania 31 by cashing in on Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns and won the WWE Championship. Miz beat John Cena when The Rock held him at one of the WrestleManias. I believe it was 27. Correct me if I'm wrong. So he's had his WrestleMania moment. Finn Balor has not really had his WrestleMania moment. So I think these 2 guys are going to step back and let Finn have it. But it's going to be a really good match, I guarantee you. So I think Finn Balor will be your new Intercontinental Champion. Match number 5, it is for the Raw Women's Championship. You got the current champion, Alexa Bliss, versus Nia Jax. Both these women are really good. I used to not like Nia Jax a lot, but she's growing on me, kind of like fungus. But she's gotten better. I said they do this whole fat shaming thing and anti-bullying kind of thing. So the only way for that to happen is for the bully to get beat up, which in this case is the smaller lady. So I think Nia's going to beat Alexa, but I think at some point Maybe during the match, kind of like Seth Rollins, or after the match, I think Carmella's going to run down, have her WrestleMania moment when she catches on Nia Jax. Does she beat Nia Jax? I'm going to say yes. So it'll be more exciting. I said Carmella will cash in. We already had Baron Corbin this year. It was unsuccessful with his cash in. So we're going to have Carmella win this one. So Carmella will win and walk away after WrestleMania as your Raw Women's Champion. Match number 6. This is my least favorite match probably of the entire card besides the Cruiserweight. Only because it is Kurt Angle, a legend, with Ronda freaking Rousey, who can't wrestle or cut a promo. I realize she's new at it, but... and I realize they're able to use her as a tool, but not like a tool, to be on ESPN and get other eyes on WrestleMania. That's fine. But if it's against Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, I guarantee you Kurt Angle and Triple H are going to have to carry the weight of this match. And at the very end, Ronda Rousey is going to get Stephanie McMahon in an armbar, and Stephanie's going to tap out super quick, and then Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle will win this match. And then Ronda Rousey will go on, and they'll see if they'll build her up, and then she might beat Asuka or Charlotte or whoever and become Women's Champion one day. Match number 7. This is for the Smackdown Tag Team Championship. We got the current champion, the Usos, versus the New Day, my favorite tag team of all time probably, and the Bludgeon Brothers. This one is going to be a lot of chaos, I think, because you got a lot of teams in there, and the Bludgeon Brothers just like to destroy things. I think the New Day and the Usos are going to cancel each other out, and the Bludgeon Brothers are going to be your new SmackDown Tag Team Champion. Match number 8 is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. We got Asuka, the woman who won the first ever Women's Royal Rumble, versus the Queen, Charlotte. Man, this is another bad one. Like I said, they keep building Asuka up, but she can't cut promos. She just says, "Nobody's ready for Asuka." That is not a promo. You cannot get to the top and stay at the top and be a bring-in fans if you just say that over and over again. It's just horrible. I would love for Charlotte to be the one to dethrone Asuka's thing. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Asuka's going to win. But like I said, I'm betting on Asuka, but I would love for Charlotte to be the one to disappoint her and be like, "I was ready for Asuka." Match number 9. This is also a tag team match. This one is going to get the hugest pop of the entire night because I wouldn't be surprised if they chanted, "Yes! Yes! Yes!" the entire match. I started to get goosebumps. I'm not even kidding you thinking about that. Because the one and only Mr. Daniel, I seriously have goosebumps right now. Daniel Bryan is coming back to wrestle for the first time in like 3 or 4 years. He won the WWE Championship and they had to get rid of it because of his neck. Then he won the Intercontinental Championship. Then he had to get rid of it because of his brain. I'm sorry, it's not his neck, his brain. The concussions and stuff like that. But he's finally back. So he's teaming up with Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And Shane and Bryan are supposedly friends now and they're allies. But I think because Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they're competing for their jobs. And Daniel Bryan knows exactly what it's like to lose his job in wrestling. And I think at some point Daniel Bryan's going to turn on Shane and Shane's going to get pinned, or Daniel Bryan's going to do something to get pinned because he understands firsthand what it's like to lose your job, and he does not think that anyone should lose their job. So he's going to lay down or help them pin Shane, beat up Shane, whatever, and win the match so they do not lose their contracts. And everybody be like, "What happened? Is Daniel Bryan a heel?" But on SmackDown, he's going to relate to him like, "Hey," exactly like I said, "Hey, I know what it's like to lose your job and not be able to pay your bills and have to do something else. And I didn't think Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, no matter how bad they are, they shouldn't lose their jobs. So I'm picking Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to win." The 10th part is not actually a match. It's Elias Sampson. He's going to have a segment. I don't think he's going to have an actual match. He's going to go out there and sing and make fun of New Orleans. And he's going to be like, "Blah, blah, 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 New Orleans, you stink. It's whatever, you smell like an armpit," with a cage and stuff. And it's going to go, he's going to be cut off with, "If you smell what The Rock is cooking." And The Rock's going to come out. He might have a guitar. They might do a duet and might think, "Oh, wow, The Rock's he's on Elias Sampson's side." And all of a sudden, boom, rock bottom, people's elbow, and then The Rock will leave. And Elias Sampson will have his biggest, grandest performance being rock bottom and people's elbow by the jabroni beating. Ow! pie-eating, trailblazing, eyebrow-raising people's champ, The Rock. Match number 11. We're getting there, people. We're over 2/3 of the way there. Match number 11 is going to be for the Raw Tag Team Championship. We got The Bar, Cesaro, and Sheamus versus Braun Strowman and a mystery partner. So he's already beat up everybody by himself, but he needs a mystery partner. Who would be a good person for him to bring in as his partner? Here's who I think he should bring. Wait for it. Wait for it. James Ellsworth. Everyone's like, ah! What? Yes, I said it, James Ellsworth. What better thing to have than this huge monster with this little guy who messes up everything? People love Braun. People will pop for James Ellsworth too because, like, hey, we know him. He's back. They're going to either love him or hate him. Most likely both. And they can use that to either make James Ellsworth, like, he's going to be like his little buddy and on Raw and everything, and people are going to like him, and like either he'll help Braun out or try to help him out, just like his little big brother thing. And eventually, of course, like they did with him, they're going to turn on James Ellsworth and not like him anymore. And then maybe that'll be when Braun Strowman loses the belt somehow because of James Ellsworth messing up and then getting pinned or super kicked or what have you. So yeah, I think that's going to happen. Also, I think that Sheamus and Cesaro are going to lose too because apparently Sheamus has some neck issues. That's why he's doing a lot of like Celtic Warrior workouts on YouTube. So I would not be surprised if this is his last WrestleMania, maybe even his last match in WWE or wrestling, which is a shame because Sheamus. I like Sheamus. He liked one of my photos on Instagram. You can't hate a guy who likes my photo on Instagram. You guys should do that too. Match number 12. It is for the Universal Championship. You got the current champion, the guy who's held the belt for almost maybe an entire year. He won it last year's WrestleMania against Goldberg, who I met, favorite meet and greet ever, and is currently Brock Lesnar. I said, I'm lost in my thought. Brock Lesnar versus Dum. Don't get me wrong. I like the guy Roman Reigns. I'm just tired of them shoving it down my throat. Versus Roman Reigns. I would be so happy if they let Brock win. I know they're not going to. This is my lock of the night. Roman Reigns is walking out with that strap over his back, over his shoulder, and he's going to be like, yeah, I'm the champ. I'm the man. I'm Roman Reigns. And there's some rumors that maybe Paul Heyman will come with him. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But either way, Roman Reigns is walking out your new WWE Universal Champion. Match number 13. I'm not even going to put my fingers up anymore. It is for this beauty, the United States Championship. We got the current champion, Randy Orton, versus Bobby Roode, Jinder Mahal, and Rusev. Jinder ain't winning it. Bobby might. Randy's probably not winning it. But I'm going to go with who I want to win it. Rusev Day. Rusev Day is huge. People love that. That's why I got to go with Rusev. I don't know how he's going to win. Accolade. Jinder Mahal. I don't know. And then Jinder's going to tap out. And you're going to have your new United States champion, Rusev Matska. Match number 14. It is for the WWE Championship. You got AJ Styles, the current champion, versus the Men's Royal Rumble winner, Shinsuke Nakamura, who I don't hate the guy, just not a fan. He just seems like a really weird, fruity Michael Jackson wrestler guy and doesn't do anything for me. I like AJ Styles. I want AJ Styles to win. But I think even if Vince McMahon wanted AJ Styles to win, I feel like AJ Styles is such a nice guy that he's like, hey, Shinsuke is a good dude. He's a great wrestler. We've had a match before at, I believe, Wrestle Kingdom. All the fans are looking forward to this. Apparently, I'm not a fan because I'm not looking forward to this because I don't want Shinsuke Nakamura to become WWE champion. But anyway, I was going to say, yeah, even if Vince wants it to win, like I said, AJ is going to be like, no, let's let Shinsuke have his WrestleMania moment because he's older and maybe not older than AJ, but he's getting up there. So I think Shinsuke is going to win it. I want AJ to win it, but that's who I'm picking. The 15th and final match of the entire show. I'm not saying this will be the main event. Lord knows it'll probably be Brock and Roman, so Roman can leave. But my 15th match of this is the guy that I recently met, this guy, Oh yeah, John Cena versus The Undertaker. If you're old enough to watch this video, know how YouTube works, you know that John Cena is going to fight The Undertaker at WrestleMania. I've been fighting this thought for the longest time because I don't want to see The Undertaker fight. But if he's going to fight somebody at least one more time, it's got to be John Cena. John Cena was he shook Undertaker's hand after his first match in WWE. It was a great moment for them, like 20 years ago, whatever it was. So I would not be surprised if at the end they look at each other and John Cena shakes Undertaker's hand as to be like, all right, you did it, you're good, you've done it all. You beat John Cena at WrestleMania. That's what I think is going to happen. I think John Cena is a good enough of a dude where he's going to let Undertaker beat him at WrestleMania. I wouldn't even be surprised. I said, people keep saying that since he left the hat and the coat and the gloves at WrestleMania 33, that he left them there, that maybe he's going to be the American Bad A on this one. So he might come down on a motorcycle, he might not. But either way, John Cena's going to be sitting there eating popcorn or doing whatever. I don't think he eats popcorn. He's way too built. He's just chilling, doing whatever, pretending like he's drinking soda, but it's probably like a protein drink. And all of a sudden, it's going to go dark, or maybe Kid Rock will be performing, and all of a sudden, Undertaker will drive down his motorcycle, and then they're going to have their match. It's going to be, hopefully, The Undertaker's last match ever. I said, not that I don't like watching him wrestle. I love watching him wrestle, but he's old, and he's getting hurt, and it's just, please stop. But I think this would be a tremendous way to win, as if John Cena and Undertaker going back and forth, trying to beat each other, trying to pin each other, and then Undertaker gets John Cena in the Hell's Gate, which is kind of like a modified weird triangle thing, and he actually makes John Cena give up. Because John Cena always says, never give up, never give up. But to have John Cena actually give up for Undertaker's last match would be huge. And then John Cena could give up and then go on to Hollywood, because he's got Bumblebee coming up. He's got like a Fast and Furious movie. He just did Blockers, which I went to the premiere to. Very funny movie. I highly recommend it. He could go away for a year, and people are like, oh, he gave up. He quit. He's never come back. Then when he does come back, it'd be a huge pop. So that's exactly what I think is going to happen. So those are the matches for WrestleMania 34. My predictions, what I think is going to happen, what I think should happen. Comment below, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like this video, and please subscribe if you're watching it this far. I do appreciate it. That is it. I said stay tuned for the results and my thoughts after WrestleMania, and there was something else I wanted to say. I don't remember what it was. Just enjoy WrestleMania. And until next time, peace.